Hello everybody, it's GirlGotGame, and welcome back to the Crimson Flower That Divides, and also drives me crazy, because, well, before I get into that, first off, we're here for Uru's route, okay? That's why we're all here. But, it came with a bit of a twisty twist for me tonight. The game updated on Steam and erased all of my progress, which was a fun thing to discover. So, thankfully the developers are already aware of it, they're working on a fix, but yeah, I couldn't actually skip through things I had seen before because as far as the game's concerned, I hadn't seen it. So yeah, I lost all of my CGs, all of my story progress, all of my after story unlocks, the whole shebang, right? Everything was just blank slate, like I didn't even play it. My save files stayed, which is odd. But yeah, it's like it didn't even matter. So yeah, if you see things look a little wonky as we go through Uru's route, that's why. The only thing I've replayed in its entirety is Toya's route and Bad Ends because it's connected to Uru. So hopefully things work out okay-ish until the devs can patch whatever got screwed up. But there you go. Just a little... Just so you know, guys, I didn't break it. But I tried to fix it as best I could. So, here we go. I'm hoping they fix it before I have to replay everything again. But we are starting Uru's route. We're already married to Toya, and this is the first time we meet Uru as our manservant, for lack of a better word. And I think he just knocked, so, A pounding sound in regular intervals echoes. This pulls me awake, and I blink at an unfamiliar landscape. Ah, right. Yesterday, me and Toya. I felt my face getting flushed as I remembered it. Even though I was under pressure, thinking about how I kept my cool, I felt as if I'd done something quite bold. Thinking about those brown eyes up close, the hot breath, the hand creeping along my body. Bringing it up fresh made me flustered. Let's forget about that. That was something we did out of necessity. I shake my head and once again notice the regularly occurring sound. I thought it was Toya at first, but if it was him, he would just enter the room without pounding on the door. Wait, is this my room? What are the customs in Nasla? While I was thinking about it, the pounding stopped. Thinking it was bad to keep Toya waiting, I called out in a hurry. I'm awake!
In that case, may I enter?
Who? I was perplexed at the unexpected voice that answered back. Was it a boy or a girl? Either way, I got the impression it was someone young. Oh right, I forgot about the misunderstanding when we first met Uru. Well, here we go again. If it's a child, I could lower my guard. Yeah, but who?
I am the Chamberlain assigned to Her Majesty from today. My name is Uru. Didn't you hear about this from Lord Toya?
Chamberlain, that sounds a little better than a manservant. No, Toya is... I looked down at the empty space next to me while answering. It was cold, indicating that he hadn't come back all night. He went out for a walk, and it seems never came back.
Huh? That can't be.
The confused voice, coupled with its youth, made it sound cute. Smiling, I called out to the door. Anyway, please, come in.
May I?
Yes.
Okay, please excuse me.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Uru. From today, I will be devoted to serving Her Majesty. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
I found that I couldn't take my eyes off this Chamberlain that spoke and bowed in such a courteous manner. I didn't think there'd be such a beautiful young girl who could make even the spirits blush. Even though she's still young, I couldn't help but to feel bad for her, once the men start swarming her and their early bird gets the worm free-for-all.
By any chance, did I say something I shouldn't have?
I was staring at her so intently that she tilted her head anxiously, wondering if she'd done something wrong. Even those mindless movements are cute. I'm sorry. I've just never seen a young girl as beautiful as you, so I was a bit enchanted. What's wrong? Uru made a difficult face, perhaps not being used to being complimented. As she frowned, it arose my desire to protect her. I just wanted to hug her to bits and pieces. What?
This is a bit difficult for me to say, but...
Yeah? I found myself emotionally defenseless in front of this girl whose beauty rivaled that of the spirits. Even being from the enemy country of Nasla, cute is cute. Ah, seeing such cuteness heals the soul.
Actually...
Huh? I was so swept up by her that I failed to hear what she said. Whoops! I corrected my posture, and after taking a deep breath, Uru explained again.
Actually, I'm a boy.
Oh, a boy. A boy?
Well, my apologies.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I assumed incorrectly and kept saying rude things to you. I'm sorry.
Please, raise your head. You shouldn't bow to a chamberlain such as myself.
So, you'll forgive me?
It's not about forgiveness. I am Her Majesty's chamberlain. Perhaps I'm asking this too late, but do you accept me as your chamberlain? I don't have much to offer you, but...
Don't have much to offer? Don't say that. Nothing gives me more joy, being in this castle just full of anxiety, than having your cute presence by my side.
Is that true?
Yes, you're very calming. I laughed, and then he quickly stopped talking as if he had done something wrong. It looked like he was pondering how he should respond. After being silent for a bit, he gave another one of his proper bows.
Then I am pleased to serve you.
You don't have to be so formal. I'm not from an important bloodline, and... It just makes me so tired. We actually picked the right option the first time, so... I'd like to have someone I could speak normally to.
Is that an order?
Huh? With my one-word answer, I look at Uru's face. He still had a cuteness that rivaled the spirits, but he had a stiff expression on his face. Okay, and this we did because we were like, I think he would like it to be in order. There we go. Okay, we're good. And I think that with that choice, if I remember correctly what Mora said, I think that is the branch that gets us onto Uru's route, so we should be good from here. Okay, then it's an order. I'd be happy if you could loosen up a bit. I said it as casually as possible, as to not bother him.
It's an order.
Yes. I thought making it an order would make it easier for him to accept it, but it only seemed to make Uru more distressed.
If I may, would you excuse my rudeness and allow me to express an opinion?
Yeah.
Her Majesty is the wife of Lord Toya.
Well, that is correct.
I believe that if Her Majesty were to become friendly with a male servant, that would be an affront to Lord Toya's dignity.
I see. This kid is really honest. Good on you, Uru. I respect you for that.
My apologies for my uncalled for remark.
Uru hangs his head. Okay then. We'll continue as is.
Yes, thank you very much.
He bowed his head deeply. This boy really is serious. I felt this from every corner of his gestures. How do I say? He's so honest, straightforward, and cute that I can't ask unreasonable things of him. If Toya assigned this kid to me knowing this, he's a master tactician. I sighed in resentment of my husband, who had not yet come back home. Alright, Uru is here to make sure these two stay together. So when are we gonna talk? Okay, hopefully I can just skip ahead and I'll bring you in when Uru shows up again, guys. Oh, actually, we have one new choice to make here. I guess we can't be like full on Toya, because then we would just get Toya's ending. So apologies for that. Not much happened, but we are going to pick a different option here. Acting like we're a friendly married couple. Blurg. Acting like we're a friendly married couple. But it's hard to refuse this walk if what I'm after is going to be revealed within. I don't want to refuse here and remain in a confused state. I didn't like walking side by side like a friendly married couple, but all I could do was nod my head. Okay, so we still walk like a married couple. We're just not into it this time. Okay, so we have, I think from what I can see, the next couple of choices are going to be what we've done before, confirmed. So now I'll skip ahead and bring you guys in a bit. Okay, Uru's coming to visit us again. We just found out our mom died here and had that moment with Toya and our first dream/memory. So now Uru's showing up again the next morning.
Are you awake?
Oh, good morning, Uru. You can come in.
Good morning.
I sat up to welcome Uru as he approached. Looking at the wall, the sunlight shining through the window was deepening in its angle. I must have been goofing off for longer than I thought. I was indulging in my memories of Bayal.
Will you be changing clothes?
Yes, I will. The best way to shake off feeling sleepy is to move your body.
Then here's your change of clothes. Also, I have a letter for you.
A letter?
Yes, from a Miss Solana.
I opened it up as soon as he handed it to me. Opening it up, there was only one thing written on the white paper. It says, "I want to see you." I wonder if she's feeling lonely.
Will you be heading out?
Yes. I'm concerned about Solana. And Shalu as well. Shalu had been avoiding me since then, and I haven't really seen her, even when I go to the residence. Is it because things are awkward, or... She might be angry at the decision I made then. Shalu didn't want me taking her place, so she might be angry at me for having made the decision for her. Anyway, we have to meet up and talk. Also, I won't be leaving the first district, so there's probably nothing to worry about. But if it gets too late and I haven't come back, could you please let Toya know?
Understood.
Putting my arms through my change of clothes, I reread Solana's letter, resting on top of the bed. This doesn't feel like she just wants to catch up. Though short, I could feel some kind of thoughts hidden in the message, which worried me. I finished getting dressed and quickly left the room. Okay, so we'll skip through Solana's news, and I'll bring you guys in when something changes. Alright, we met the fiancé, and Shalu yelled at us, so now we're back home. And Uru's here waiting for us. I returned to my room and threw myself on my bed.
Her Majesty, I'm afraid that isn't very ladylike.
My apologies. Upon apologizing, he briefly said,
"It's okay."
It seems like he's not the type of person to be happy even if the other person does as he says. His cute lips twist as if he's worried about something. Something seems to be bothering him. Observing him, Uru seems to have just finished preparing the bath as he put his hand on his chin, tilted his head slightly, and finally came back.
If you're tired, shall I bring you something to drink?
With his reserved way of asking, I get it. Uru must have figured that the reason why I came back to the room and unceremoniously threw myself on the bed was that I must be extremely tired. You're a good kid, but I'm okay.
Is there something bothering you?
Well, yeah, a little.
Is it about Miss Solana?
Do you know about that?
No, I just know that you went to go meet her today, so perhaps she had a difficult thing she wanted to discuss with you.
Seeing Uru's worried face, my mouth begins to open. Anyone else, and I might have kept quiet and gone to bed. But seeing the honest and straightforward Uru makes me want to try talking about it with him. My friend Solana, she told me she's fallen in love with someone.
Fallen in love with someone?
What do you think?
Huh?
His big eyes widened as if in shock from having a bucket of water dumped over his head. This is what makes him so childlike. My eyes blinked in anticipation as I waited in silence for his response.
Well, I think that's something to celebrate.
Right. Celebrate. Yeah, definitely. If this were Roos, everyone would celebrate their friend's love without hesitation. But if even I had complicated feelings about it, Shalu definitely wouldn't be able to accept it. I wish I could just exhale all the cloudy feelings in my chest out in one puff. Unfortunately, those feelings aren't going anywhere. I could see Shalu's face, gripped with rage when I closed my eyelids.
Is there a problem with the person she fell in love with?
Well, that's not exactly it. Upon saying that, I smiled wryly from the corners of my mouth. For Shalu, there's definitely a problem. The one problem of him being a Nasla man. For me, what do I think? I'm married to Toya, the king of the country that abducted me and my friends, and I don't think of him in the same way that I originally did. Shalu would probably consider me to be a traitor as well. When she was rebuking Solana, I also felt it in my chest as well. It can't be helped that we're getting along better for the sake of the contract, but it's vaguely cunning, and I feel like I might have been had. I exhale deeply and roll around on the bed.
Her Majesty.
He pursed his lips with a face that seemed to convey that he was stuck in thought. I sat up and Uru gradually spoke.
Her Majesty, do you still hate Nasla men? I hope that Her Majesty will come to like Nasla. Apologies for my selfish wish.
Okay, well, now we just get to come right out and say it. I like you, Uru.
Eh?
It might be difficult to accept Nasla as a whole, but I don't hate my little servant. My little servant. Uru?
Well...
Uru picked up his tray as if he were in a hurry. In the light from the wax, his cheeks seemed to be slightly dyed white. He's like, I'm gonna die here. That king's gonna execute me, oh gosh.
Thank you very much. I will do my best so that you will come to like Nasla more. So if there is anything I can do, please do not hesitate to say so.
Anything?
I am on Her Majesty's side.
When he said this, he was a little bit less formal than usual. I thought maybe that was on purpose, but then looking at his earnest face, I think he didn't realize. That's how serious he is about this. Thanks. I realized once more that whether it be an enemy country or your own country, ultimately it's people who end up facing each other. It's strange for two people, two equal living beings, who are exchanging words like this to start killing each other. The thanks I gave to my little servant who helped me to realize this was gratitude in every sense of the word. Alright. Thanks, little guy. I think we can skip ahead for a bit. Let me just double check. The next choice might be a bit different. Hold on a second. It is different. I'm like, I don't recognize this. So, now someone tried to commit suicide, and of course this would happen. Of course this would happen. From Toya's point of view, given his guilt, he wouldn't be able to accept this calmly. I wonder if he's really okay. Given that condition, it seems like he'd work endlessly without rest or sleep. If he's feeling heartbroken, he should just say so. Trying to play it off with a smile just makes me worry about him more. We're allies, right? If so, then depend on me, you idiot. Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, we are. Oh, but Uru was like right behind. No. Okay, we'll start from here. Sorry, little servant. We're back.
Good morning, Her Majesty.
Good morning. I look down at the ice-cold part of the bed next to me. Since this is the king's chambers, it is excessively wide for just one person. He didn't come back again.
I have prepared breakfast. What are your plans for today?
Well, I'll figure that out after I eat. Speaking of, I wonder if Toya is eating. Has Toya finished eating?
No.
Uru's expression becomes cloudy as he answers. From the look on his face, I'm certain that I hit the mark. Toya's probably locked up in his room and not eating properly. I understand him wanting to rush things along, but if he collapses, then who is going to fulfill his wishes? I tried not to interfere, but I've hit my limit. If I don't do anything, he really might die. Then I'm gonna take his breakfast to him.
Her Majesty, that sort of thing should be...
I can't have Toya starving himself to death, so please, let me do this.
I understand. I shall make the preparations, so please wait a moment.
Thanks. Okay, so we're taking breakfast, and this is gonna be another new choice here. So, he's being rude and not really eating it. No matter what the circumstances, that's still pretty rude. When you're at wit's end, you can't really deal with other things around you. Okay, yeah, I get that, but I wanted to sigh in exasperation at his terrible attitude. At this rate, he could keel over at any minute. He looked ghastly as he worked at the desk with all his might. He would write something, then occasionally mix some medicine-like fluids together. And it looks like he's lost a bit of weight. His cheeks also look a bit sunken in. Are we... Okay, so we're back. What is going on from here? Ah! What's going on from here is Uru showing up again very quickly. Alright, back to... sighs. Here we go. I sit back in my chair and let my shoulders droop. It seems like I was pretty nervous without even realizing it. Toya said he was coming back to this room tonight, so I can't show him a tired face. As I turned, a bowl was gently placed upon the desk. White steam and a sweet smell soothed my feelings.
If you will, I have brought Her Majesty your favorite sweet wine.
Thanks.
Are you tired?
A little.
Shall I go to the doctor and fetch a medicinal bath?
Actually, I was wondering... So I think the top one is for Ruzi. This one's for Uru, so here we go. Good grief, I can't believe we're actually doing it to this kid. Sorry, Uru. Then, sorry to bother you, but would you mind rubbing my shoulders?
Your... shoulders?
No?
Is this an order?
I'm not aching for a shoulder rub so bad that I'd make it an order. But looking at Uru's embarrassed yet cute face makes me feel mischievous. Then it's an order. You'd refuse, even if it's an order? My shoulders are so stiff.
Understood. If it's that bad...
He seemed surprised at himself for accepting it. I thought he would say that it's improper.
Okay, excuse me.
The super honest Uru responded to my selfish request. Thinking that, I felt enveloped in more than just the size of his hands. Oh no. I closed my eyes, feeling the gentle warmth. About an hour later? Dude massaged your shoulders for an hour? Damn. How? Teach me the ways. I moved my arms around as they felt much lighter. I would bloody well hope so. You're really good at shoulder rubs. I might ask you to do that again.
I would be happy to be of use to you. However...
However?
I do not think it proper of me to be touching my female master.
He was thinking about that. I smirked as I accurately predicted what he'd say. It seems he was worried about me enough that he couldn't refuse this request. I loved that cute conflict with my cute little servant. Naala, you're so mean to the guy. But thanks to you, I feel much lighter.
That's not the issue.
Thanks.
I'm afraid I cannot serve you in this way, except only when you're on the brink of exhaustion.
He's drawing a line here, but I can also interpret this as him prioritizing me over proper etiquette when I'm tired. I love this guy. He's got like his boundaries, but he also cares, so he's like, you know, I'm not so inflexible. I respect this guy. Uru, you're a good servant. Upon expressing heartfelt gratitude, I heard a squeaky voice from Uru, who was bowing.
Oh! It is an honor to be praised by Her Majesty.
I'm counting on you, Uru.
Yes, I shall always be by Her Majesty's side.
Hearing his heartwarming words reminded me of my mother's story. Bonds. This, too, is a bond. Its beginning was tragic, and even now nothing has been resolved. But I now have the support of my cute little Chamberlain and my ally. Finding these bonds to be fascinating, I smile at the stone next to my pillow.